What's up everyone, this is Gshock Half Attention channel coming back again with another unboxing video. 5081 Japan model, and this is the GA-100 model, specifically the crack pattern. This is the first time actually I'll review this model in my channel. I already made a few unboxing video before in the older days, but none of that I made a review about. So this will be about my review, and this will be applicable to any GA-100 model that is out there, even though I was specifically referring to this crack pattern design that was released last month. If you're planning to get one of this, or you already have one of this, if you want to know more about what this GA-100 about, you need to watch the whole video. I'll cover up the pros and cons and the functions and the details, the things that you pay for when you're buying this watch. So without further ado, let's get into this one now. The first impression about this watch that I feel once I open it up is like very simple, but when you look close, like literally actually looking close and open it, you gotta notice all the complicated design that this watch has. That incredible, like unthinkable when you think about it. But anyway, let me move all of these texture buttons, stainless steel screws, same as always, and resin material button as well, of course. Right, look at front of the bezel here. The design speaks by itself. It's a crack pattern, very impressive, and nothing at all. They're just simple navy blue, darker tone of navy blue band and bezel, and they just lasered out all this bezel, like totally cut all the design using laser. If you look close just from the side, you're gonna notice that all the crack pattern all the way just ended somewhere around here, just like this line over here, and all the way on this side they're just empty, no design at all. Let's see at the mode writing there, that this button purposes there. You could see that MODE, the E letter had also been cut out from that laser. The adjust button is fine, the G-Shock lettering up here, the S is cut out, and the K letter as well. There it is, look at it, just a little bit. The reverse buttons are fine, I mean the reverse writing on top there. Forward is fine, and protection down here, let's look at it. Let's see, yeah, the T but letter they have been cut out as well, and I think that is all. This is probably the reason why the Casio cannot add any type of painting or color inside this engraving in here, so it just come very simple. Besides, this already have all this craziness going on the band bezel, so this just enough not to overwhelm, you know what I mean. All other GA-100 model come on the same basic profile. The only difference is of course the color and some of the minor design. All GA-100 model will come with this type of index ring around here, which is all silver minutes index. In this case, it comes with this silver colorway. You can see the stop writing there, that pointing toward this forward button. That will be the purpose for this button. And split reset and arrow pointing upward adjust, so that will be the purpose of this adjust button. Look at the ring there, it just have the slot all around, same shape and pattern, but compared to GA-700 or GA-110, they only flagged out the index. It's not actually built up tall index, just like compared to that model. So it's just very straight, plain, simple in here. The faceplate for this model, however, have all this square texture to it. I still have no idea why they made it square, but in this specific series, I think it fits to the theme, like this cracked earth ground pattern and that texture in there as well kind of fits to the theme. Although the Casio didn't actually engrave the faceplate in this series there, they just painted out in black, not engraved and like the band and bezels. This design kind of like just how they did on the camouflage series that was released a few times before already. This gray and blue color contrasting, it's pretty good already, and I don't think you're gonna have troubles when you're viewing the time from an angles, whatever. There it is. It kind of remind me of the previous military series that were released using a Frogman and the Golfman model, which is also come in this blue and gray tone. Okay, now look at the GA-100 model. It always comes in this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dial, 4 digital and 2 analog dial. Up here with the speed hand, you can, yeah, the main feature of this watch is to measure speed from its chronograph stopwatch. We'll get to that after. On this side, we'll have the indicator, snooze alarm signal, and auto light function on or off using just from here. We'll divide into 4 parts. 2 dial over here will show the, what I call this, the speed indicator. This is the 1000 and 100, and this will be the 10th 1/100 indicator, I guess. We'll get to that after the stopwatch function. I'll show you guys how to use this just a little bit. I'll cover more on the separate video. On the digital dial panel over here, we're on a day, the second is the digital, and also months and the day. You can press forward down here to switch between digital time as well if you prefer it that way, and we have mark over here which will be used in stopwatch function as well, split and lap time as well. All this will be used as stopwatch functions because that is the main feature of this watch. Let me zoom out just a little bit there for you guys to see. Just look at it, man. This is very incredible. I'm not sure if all G-Shock model from the crack pattern series will have the same exact pattern on it or not, or it's just a random and every watch gonna have different pattern on it. But however, in this piece, just look at it, you guys probably already could get a rough idea what you are gonna expect on this crack pattern design. Look at this crack in here, and I believe that goes all the way in there as well, so not just something that stays on top. I'm not sure how the lenses look like, but looking for the design over here is pretty neat, pretty detailed piece. And if I show you guys from this angle a bit, you could tell that they have just a little bit at the edges there, kind of like matte dial finish to it. Yeah, and also one more thing about this specific color, which is the blue version here, that have a little bit of glitter to it as well. I'll add in the photos of it. This camera video can't pick it up, but I think that is why you are seeing just a little bit there are dots here that kind of give a reflection a little bit. That is the glitter that they use on this piece. So it's all matte, however that glitter shows just a tiny things that make this watch looks just a little bit different. You need to look by yourself to know it. Now I'm just going to show you guys the crack pattern on this piece. The GA-100 model have the exact same size of a GA-110 model as well, so the bezel and the band have the same size and the same pattern. The only difference is the series or the colorway. So in this case, the crack pattern, just look at it, man. Just let me show you guys all the way to the end here. Let's see how this crack pattern ended. I think, yeah, just at the end there. Very impressive. The feel for it, you're not actually gonna feel it much, but if you use your nail like I'm doing now, just a little bit, not too deep inside, just look at the side, man. You're not actually gonna see the groove, but you know it's already crack pattern. Just a little bit. Very detailed piece. Like, look at the top part of the band on top here, which is a lot. We can see a lot more design going over here compared to this bottom part here. Right, the band keeper is all fine. I think this navy blue, very simple again. Design goes all the way here. I'm not sure. You guys, if you have one of it, you guys could make a comparison as well. If yours have the same pattern as mine over here as well. This is the buckle for this watch, which is by Casio, Thailand. I love it when they use a steel buckle instead of plastic. I really didn't like that plastic one, man. I'm not sure. It's kind of off a little bit with the toughness idea behind each G-Shock design. Okay, now Casio 5081 model. I'll make a separate video as well, release the same day of this one. If you want to know the function, all you could do with this watch, watch that video, the whole video. I'll explain just about the function. Now GA-100CG crack pattern, steel back Japan movement, case in Thailand. That is all. Anti-magnetic structure, so the thing is safe from magnetic, I guess. I'm not sure how strong the magnetic that this thing could withstand, but that's all. Okay, this video is consumed a lot longer than I expected, but I'm just going to show you guys a little bit one more thing there. You can see same location as well down there, an LED cage there, or a cave there, just under the 6 o'clock index there. If you press reverse, it will light up this amber orange colorway. They still didn't improve on this. I'm not sure. Please guys, to just remove this amber orange. Really annoying, because the reason is why there is, you barely see the digital panel there. You also barely able to see the analog dial, but since it is in contrasting color, you kind of able to tell the time just a little bit. But it's pretty annoying sometimes if you have analog digital model, as you know what I mean. That is a cons of using this model. However, the pros of owning this crack pattern design, I believe, is that here it is. Casio G-Shock had already cracked this and scuffed it for us, basically. I mean, technically. So, which means it's pretty hard for you to tell if this watch is scratched out or scuffed or any part of damage done to the band, I'm not sure it's gonna be easy for us to track it down, which means it's good. You're not gonna worry much about damaging the watch because, you know, kind of irony a little bit because they already done that for you, but in a neat way. That's the thing. Alright, now looking at this price tag of this watch, we have here just standard #1 watch toughness testing, and 1/1000 second stopwatch, a world time auto light LED, GA-100CG -2 AJF, 15,500 EM plus tax. Pretty expensive. I believe that's because of the new type of processing method that they used to make this watch. All this is what you pay for when you bought this watch. Okay, now I'm just gonna go just roughly about the functions. You guys want to know more. Press mode. First thing is the stopwatch. I already used it actually. Let me press. Alright. To operate, you have always split and lapse time using the adjust, and press forward to start it, and press forward again to stop it, and at the same time read this speed. It will measure at if an object is moving from one point to another point at the distance of 1 kilometer in 3.107 seconds. That object is moving at 1000 light up over here, and 100 and 1160 kilometers per hour. So that's how you're gonna read the tachymeter basically on this watch. I'll cover up a little bit more on the tutorial video, and I'll cover more just specifically talking about the speed measurement form of this watch on the third, I think part 3 of the video, because my video is gonna get really long if I add everything up. Alright, if you press mode once, you can see that this panel here gonna have just a little bit animation over there, and it will return back to the original position, so this speed will be safe even after you use it. We are now at timer, countdown timer functions. Press forward to start, forward to stop, adjust, done. Very easy. You can set up. I'm not switched on the auto repeat, so this is why I noticed that. Mode. Then we have a world time. You can toggle within cities: London, Madrid, Paris, Rome, Berlin, and all, and it will show that local time of this city with the digital panel, and the analog will remain showing your local time, which is now in Japan my time. Okay, press mode. Then we're going to enter the alarm function. So from here, signal is off. Let me switch it on, turn it on using the adjust. There is, and this indicator up here will switch on as well. Press forward and we'll go to alarm number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. I'll leave it off, and number 5, the snooze alarm. Here's a little bit special. When you turn it off using the adjust, you are going to notice that snooze and A are also turned on as well, because this is an alarm and also a snooze alarm. So let's let me leave it on. Press mode once, and we're now back to timekeeping mode. That is everything on this watch. There it is. Let me try to switch on this auto light functions of this watch as well. Press and hold it until this auto light indicator up will light up, and tilt the watch. There, it will light up. Very simple, very easy. Let me put it on wrist and show you guys well how it looks like, and also conclude this video. Unboxing video for this coming soon, but for now, just gonna show you guys a quick comparison there. The size is exactly the same, the band as well. But one thing that is concerning me when I was putting this watch on is that this steel buckle here, kind of like when you slide this buckle in on this piece, it's kind of worrying me a little bit if I might, you know, just scrap out all some of the parts on the band. At the same time as well, it's pretty hard to tell that because it's already scratched out. So it's something small detail over there, you know, kind of like this blue one. Of course, it's not that overwhelmed, not that simple, but still have this awesome looking on this piece. The silver dial kind of contrasting with the blue color just a little bit, not as much, but I still are able to see the time at a glance, even though from a distance, you know, while you're doing your work and all, you can just tilt the wrist and straight away tell the times. It's that convenient, and a lot of function as well. I already explained on this module video. If you want to know more about this watch, watch that video as well, all the way from the beginning to the end. I'll cover everything. So that's all for this review, and I hope you guys found this useful as well. Watch all of my other videos regarding GA-110 and this model that was released last month as well, if you are interested to know about this watch band over here. And until then, this is Gshock, Fashion channel, and out.